Hey guys, my name is Gil and I am about to start on a project I am so excited to do. It's probably way over my skill set, but that's how we learn, right? Right. I've been making stuff for 30 years. I did concrete for many years. I made planters, murals, you name it, I've made it. Um, I got into the wood about 5 years ago and I totally love it. It is the best thing ever. I was able to get a hold of some mahogany and wild tamarind wood in, what was it, 2017. Hurricane Irma touched down in Cudjoe Key, which is about 80 miles south of here. I'm in Key Largo, Florida, which is a chain of islands about an hour south of Miami. It's really pretty, it's a beautiful place to be. So um, I like the mahogany so much, I used it all up first, so all I have left is some wild tamarind, which is beautiful in itself. I got a chunk here, you can see it's got some nice grain to it, it's got some blonde. I just like the mahogany, but it's beautiful wood. I was told it makes like really nice furniture. That's not my skill set, that's for finished carpenter guys. A couple things I made out of the wood this was for one of my daughters. It's a cell phone holder. This blue is all it's clear resin with blue pigment. You could use any color pigment you want, and then you add these fibers, white fibers, and it bulks it up, and you could put it in seams and gap filler. It's really cool stuff. What else did I make here? My son, I made him a shark table. I don't know if you could see it. The pictures didn't come out too good, but this was out of a giant piece of mahogany, maybe 5 feet by 2.5. He's got this hanging on his wall. He's got a bar outside on his patio, so next to his flat screen TV. He said it looks really awesome. I haven't seen it yet. These, I made a couple tobacco only smoking pipes out of the mahogany. Beautiful stuff, really nice. So then I started thinking, what can I do new? I got the wood, so I saw on YouTube this air dry clay, which it's been around for many years, but I just saw it. This was the first piece, so I started thinking, what could I do with the clay? Maybe I could make something, paint it, put it on the wood, and then epoxy resin everything, and just try and come up with something different. This is the very first piece I made. Don't laugh, but this is on a piece of mahogany. It's I did the gecko because down here in Florida, the gecko thing is huge. I had some river rock, and then I did the blue resin for the water, and then the sun. This came out all right. It's heavy. This wood is really nice and heavy. So that was the first piece. The second piece I made for one of my daughters. She has a candy skull tattoo on her upper back. So I'm not really a painter, although I guess I am now, but I was surprised. This came out pretty good. And that's the piece of clay. I painted it, put it on a piece of mahogany, and then I epoxy resin the whole thing. It came out really nice. So this is the clay I got. I don't know if it's any good. Das Boot. Got it on Amazon. I guess it's good. I really don't have anything to compare it with, but that's my new thing. So what I'm going to do is this piece of tamarind here. This was a round stump. I already hacked half of it off. I may cut a little bit more. Then I just saw in the back it's all split. So what I'll do is I'll just pour some clear resin and I'll open this up, with a chisel or something, and then pour the resin in here, shut it up. I got some big clamps, and I'll clamp it together, and then it'll be done. It'll be bulletproof. Nothing will happen. So my idea is I'm going to, out of the clay, I'm going to make a T-Rex head, like right around here, somewhere around here, and out of its mouth I'm going to have red LED lights coming down into, I haven't figured it out yet. I'm going to do like a pool of red resin and the light's coming down, and you could actually put the resin on the lights, so it looks really cool. If you get on YouTube and do a search, punch in epoxy resin art, you'll see the coolest things ever. That's how I got this idea with the LED lights. And I'm even gonna, on the sides, I may put some mirror. When you put clear resin over mirror, it changes the appearance. Well, it's still mirror, but it just looks like a liquid silver. Really cool stuff. So I may do some of that. I'm not sure, but that's my idea. I don't know. It's going to be all. It all depends on if I can do a clay T-Rex. It's going to be kind of hard. If I can't make it, I'll just go to Plan B. I got a bunch of other. I got so much wood. I got so many ideas. So it's endless. But I was told, I did get on YouTube again for some more tips for beginners for the clay, because like I said, I'm new, and everything I read said you should make an armature first, which is, an armature is just it's like a frame. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do the clay, and then if it turns out good, then I'll start to sand this and grind this down. You can see my workshop is small, but I've got everything I need. Any type of sanding, cutting, grinding, I do outside of my yard, so the dust, I don't have to have a dust collection system, so it's really convenient. This is in here is just where I do all the detail, the fun stuff. So my next move is to make an armature, and then I'm going to do some clay over it, see if I could make something that resembles a T-Rex, and I will get started and I'll be back. Okay, yesterday I was a busy man. I did the head, I redid the upper teeth, and then I buttoned up this crack in this tamarind. I don't know if you can see, this is the front, these will be the eyes, the nose, got the little bumps going on, and then I redid the upper teeth. I didn't like the other ones. These, I don't know, I think it's going to be alright. What I'm going to do probably today is I'm going to put this together, and then I'll get some clay and go around so it all looks like one piece, and do the I use this little wire brush to get some texture in it, and then I'll redo that and let it set up. The bottom teeth I'm not really worried about, because the LED lights are going to come out and they'll be covering here. If anything, maybe these two side teeth, I may add some clay so it matches the front. Dinosaur dentures, and that's that. These are the first set of teeth I did for the upper teeth. I'm going to trash these. But I was real excited yesterday. I ordered some red dye because I didn't have any for the resin. And I'm kind of like colorblind. I have that's one of my worst things, colors. I can't tell what goes with what. I'm always asking, hey, does this look good? Does that look good? So they had 3 kinds of dye, stone coat countertops. So I ordered all 3. I got the dark red metallic. This is the scarlet. And then I got red rose. So what I did too was I got some of that clay I used that doesn't set up, doesn't dry, and I just poured one of each. So this is the red metallic, this is the scarlet, and this is the red rose. I think I'm leaning towards the red metallic, but I don't know, maybe I'll use all 3. See, that's the thing, I don't know if you can mix the same shades, I don't know. So, and then what else I did yesterday is I poured some clear resin. Man, that stuff sets up so quick. I left some, it was completely clear, and I just put some pigment in here, and I left it in the cup, and as you can see, it actually melts it. This stuff, it heats up. This is the quick, it's like sets up in 5 minutes. The rest of the stuff is a couple hours, but I use this because it was just going to be a quick pour. But you got to watch out, because this is the first time I used it, I almost burnt my hands. It was like, oh wow, dang. So it's kind of messy, but I wiped the excess off, and what I'll do now is I'll take my angle grinder. I love this tool for wood. I got a 40 grit on here. It's probably overkill. I could probably use 50, but this will clean all this up. It'll be nice. Like, I'm gonna do the whole piece. I may do it today. It's kind of hot out, but it is what it is. This is the front side. So this will all grind off. But I'm excited to get started on the wood. Like I said, it's nice and sunny out. The beauty of this is if it rains, I just do it another day. I'm retired and I'm on island time, so don't do today what you can do tomorrow. What else I got going? I'll show you my setup outside, and then that's it. Like I said, I'm gonna finish this today. I'll put some clay. I may have to get a rubber band too or something. Maybe not. So I'll see. But it's starting to come together. This I'm gonna flip over. This is how it's gonna look. So this is the before, and I will show you the during and the after. And then I'll be back. All right, I've been working on the T-Rex, and I finally got the head together, and it's been a disaster. It was just so hard to work with. I ended up using my vise. I probably could have, looking back, I probably could have put a block of clay there and then put the two pieces on it and just kind of molded it up and around, but I ended up using my vise. So here it is. This is actually 5 pieces. I added some crowns, dinosaur dentures, to the bottom. That way when the lights come out, you're gonna see, you know, the teeth will match. So the only thing is I messed up pretty bad. I was so focused on trying to get the teeth, you know, lined up this way and sideways that I completely forgot the tubing. And I'm like, God, maybe I'll just drill a hole. And I figured with my luck, the whole thing will break apart. So I put the tubing in, and I started all over again, and I got it kind of together, and I was just about to stop, and I realized the tubing wasn't lined up straight, and I was just tired, and I was done with it. I said, I'll fix it tomorrow. So what I'm gonna do is, from the front you won't be able to tell because the lights, it's off-centered maybe quarter inch. But the way the lights are going to come out, you'll never notice, except the back. If you look at the back, you'll see. So I can fix it 2 ways. I can either drill a hole, which I really don't want to, but I can try it. Or, since the front you're not going to see, I could leave that, and the back I can get my Dremel, and I can just notch out a little track there, run the light through. You know, they'll be coming through, and then just run it over here and then plug this up, and you'll never know. Or I could just leave it. So I don't know. I'll probably mess with it because it just, even though it's the back, you know, it's got to be perfect. But all right, so from here I'm gonna cut the wood, get the wood finished. I mean, not finished, but ready to go. And then I'm gonna sit this on there, and I'll see how much of the body I want to put in, so how I'm gonna set it up. But so far, I usually leave it in my workshop overnight when I'm working on it, and the next day I'll take it out and I'll bring it in my room inside in the AC, because this stuff, it looks like it's hardened, but you know, it's just so humid down here that I need like a week or so, a good week in the AC. So, but the teeth may be a little bit overkill, but I mean, you got to have some overkill, right? So, all right, so that's that. So I'm gonna bring that inside, and I'm gonna start on the wood, and I will show you my setup outside. All right, so this is my setup outside. Simple but effective. I got my plastic courses, I got wood, I got the wood I'm gonna work on. This is before, and I will show you after, but I got everything. I got my mask, got my headband because it is really hot out today. Got my earbuds, got my angle grinder. I probably won't start sanding today. I'll probably just grind everything down, then I'll start with the orbital sander. I'll do the 60, 80, 120, 180, and 220. And then I got regular glasses and safety glasses. So that's it. Like I said, no dust collection outside. It's all good. So I'll be back. Man, that was fun. Okay, I did the angle grinder. Got it nice and smooth. Look at this wood, man. It's got some blonde going in here. I mean, look at the grain of that. And this is just the angle grinder, mind you. Once I get the sanding done, came out really nice. My chainsaw wasn't working, so I lopped this off with my pole saw, and I got rid of that crack. But I think what I'm gonna do, if you could see in these cracks, I'm gonna lay it down, you know, make sure it's level, and I'm gonna probably pour the dark red metallic resin in here, this crack and maybe that one. And then I'm gonna, like I said, I'll probably mess with mirror, I'm not sure, but this, I think it's the perfect size now. I cut it off. You can use this angle grinder with one hand. I don't recommend it because of that. Plus I have tendonitis in both elbows, so if I do it with one hand for too long, it's not worth it. So two hands, you'll never cut yourself. So all right, I'm gonna take this in the workshop and I'll be back. Okay, my last clip, I was gonna put some scarlet fibers and resin in here and see what it looked like, and it came out horrible. I don't like it one bit. For some reason, it got all these little bubbles in there. I might have overmixed it. I don't know what I was doing, but I had all these little vials of these little rocks. This is tiger's eye. And I figured, man, let me put some, these pieces were called red something, I forget. But I figured if I popped them in here and poured resin, might make it look good. No bueno. I don't like the scarlet, I don't like anything. So what I'm gonna do is, back to square one. Get the angle grinder, finger grinder, get it all down. I don't know if I can get all this out. I probably can get most of it. And I'm just gonna get all this out, make it clean again. And I'm gonna go with what I wanted to do the first time. I should have, you know how you go with your gut? That's what they say. Well, that's what I should have done, but whatever. The beauty is, I'm not making it for anybody, so there's no rush. I could do this 100 times. Poor piece of wood though. So I'm gonna do the red metallic. No, none of this stuff inside. And I'll be done with it. But I'm hoping the red metallic will be nice. So I did paint Tessie. It came out pretty good, I guess. I don't know. Got the red mouth. You know, the teeth were all, I was looking at them like, man, maybe I should sand them because they're all bumpy and stuff. Then I was thinking, what dinosaur has smooth teeth? So I left it. So I'm thinking it looks pretty decent. And once with the resin hits on there, it'll pop, it'll make it look good. So this is kind of like what it's gonna be. Run the lights through down in the pool. So she's painted. This I gotta grind down, do the red metallic resin, grind it down again, and then I'll be ready to run the lights and do the final thing, and then the final pour. So I gotta make sure everything's level underneath and all that, but it's a process, but that's what I do. It's fun. Everybody should go make something. Just, I don't care what you do, just make something. All right, let me go grind this down. It's about 85 degrees out, humid, hot, so this will be good for me. So I'll be back. Okay, new piece of plexiglass, 12 by 24, good stuff. All right, so we are going to, we're gonna glue Tessie on. Let me fix this camera. Sorry about this camera angle, it's not the greatest, I know. So what I'm gonna do is I gotta figure out, I kinda wanna, well, I have to go with the mold, so it's either gonna be here or I gotta see here. I think I'm gonna do this angle. That way lights will come down and you'll see all the shiny reflection. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some Elmer's glue, which I really like. It dries clear enough that it matters. And then I'm gonna tape it up, put a piece of duct tape just for the evening. So of course the top won't come out the top, so I gotta mess with this. So let's see, what am I gonna do here? I guess I will make a mess, as usual. I don't need a whole lot, just to get it set up. And once I pour that resin, this thing isn't going anywhere. Oh, that's nice. Big mess, as usual. I'm gonna put a little more here in the middle. Mercifully, it dries clear, so. Something like that. That fits perfect, I think, right? Does it look alright? You think? Will it stay? I'm just gonna tape the back of this just to keep it in place till it dries. Let's see how we're gonna run this. I hope it doesn't take any of the paint off. If it does, we'll just paint it up again. I like doing double, triple, quadruple work. If it's too easy, I don't want it. Alright, that looks good. Let's get this cleaned up here. Keep that. This we're gonna get rid of. I always get a bunch of old t-shirts and cut them up into little pieces, and I have a whole pile of them. It's their, you know, you gotta have little rags. Big rags, little rags, you gotta have them. Alright, so, of course some of the glue is dripping down the back, but like I said, it dries clear, and if not, I can sand it lightly by hand. It's no big deal. No big deal. Okay. It should be good. Should be. Should be is the key. Alright, let's put this glue away and then let's run some lights. make such a mess every time. Doesn't matter. I could use one little tube of paint and I'll be covered with paint. How, I do not know. I hope it's not all over my hands. All right, let's get these lights out. Do they work? Ah, they work. They work. The lights work. Okay, so we're gonna run these through. In the back, what I'm gonna do in the back, I bought a bunch of these pouches. I was making something I was gonna sell, but it didn't work out. So in the back, I'm gonna tack this to the back. I'll show you. So the on and off box, instead of just laying on the ground, you could just tuck it in here. It's just a little extra, a little twist. This glue's still running out. I put too much on, of course, but that's all right. So that's the pouch. That's the pouch gig. Okay, for this, I'm gonna need my glasses because I cannot see anything up close. So I think I gotta make sure these lights are pretty straight when they're going through here. First part is gonna be the trickiest, I think. Trying to weave it through these teeth here. Just as I expected. It's caught up here, so I gotta get them up. Ah, perfecto. These X-Acto knives are great. Man, they have a kit. It's I think it's $10. A little blue box. All kinds of X-Acto knives. I highly recommend. All right, where was I here? All right, so let's feed these through. These are pretty long, actually. Okay, caught up on something. We're gonna feed them straight down. Straight down the bottom here. And then I got to figure out how many strands I want, because I'm going to have that little pool. So we're going to experiment here. All right, come on, lights. Come on, come on. All right. You're doing good, Tessie. You're doing very good. Oops. Oh no. Got caught up. I'm glad I used the thicker tube for the hole, because if I used a smaller one, it would have been a hassle running these lights, so the bigger was better. I've been thinking about some other stuff to do too after this. Got some ideas. I don't know if they're any good, but I'll let you know before this is over. Alright, so this is the end. So I want to leave it. I said I'm going to put that pouch so you can sit it in here. So maybe about there. Let's see if I put the pouch there. Actually, I could run this. I could run it right there, and there's still one LED. I want an LED in the mouth too, so. Maybe I'll back it out a little bit so you can put, if somebody wants to put it on the ground, they can. Alright, that's good. That's good. That's good. This way, if somebody wants to sit that thing on the ground, they can, but if they want to put it in the pouch. Is there too much wire showing? I don't like all that wire showing. You're going to have to use the pouch. Alright, so we want one LED in the mouth. Coming out of the mouth. Okay. Is that good? Alright, now. Now, you gotta see, let me clean this off a little bit. Always keep an old paintbrush around and brush stuff off. Alright, so we're gonna go down. How am I gonna do this? Do I want them to touch the ground? Because what I'm gonna do, each strand I'm gonna cover with resin. That's how I saw a guy do it on YouTube. Otherwise I would have no idea what I'm doing. So he covers each tube, so each strand I mean. So that's one. This is a little trickier than I thought. I think I have to kind of bend these lights. There we go. Okay. When the heck did that guy do that? These things, alright, that's loose. So there we go. So I'm going to do another loop here. The problem is, should I run it around a, excuse me, a big tooth or no? I should probably stay the same. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. Okay, I got. Okay, it's 2 loops. So I got 1, 2, 3, 5. 5 strands. That should be plenty, right? And then the rest in the pool. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I don't I don't want to do more than 5, I don't think. Do I? Nah, probably not. And the rest, what I have to do is make a little little barrier with the hot glue gun at the bottom. And then I think I need to glue some of these down because I can't pour the resin too thick. It's not that kind of resin. You have to get casting resin that you can pour. It's like over a ½ inch thick. I don't have it and I don't feel like ordering it, so I'm going to use just what I have. But I think I saw the guy get the glue gun and glue these down. And I made a little, oh shoot, never mind. What did he do? He glued it down and then he did the resin and then he must have poured some. I don't know. I'm just going to have to wing it. But let me go find my glue gun and I will be right back, I promise. Big pour is ready. Took all the plastic off yesterday, had to touch up some of the wood, had to cut some of this clay. I had that clay on there. What else did I do? I had to do a lot of little behind the scenes to get this ready. I had to cut a piece of plexiglass, got my Lazy Susan out, cut some cardboard up. Oh, I cleaned this up really good. I have tack cloth. I used the spray a lot. Get everything clean. Use my Dremel. I got this nice and smooth, and I also sanded the resin with like a 220, just a light bit. So I mixed up a bunch. I didn't know how much to mix, so I think I mixed way too much. 8 ounces. I probably could have gone with 6, but I don't know. I didn't know what to expect, so this is it. Fingers crossed. I had it lit up last night, and it's gonna be nice, I think. All right, let's see what we got, Tessie. Let's just start with a little bit up here. See, this won't set up and get real hot like that other stuff. I gotta watch the back because I got that. How are we doing, Tessie? Yes. Do the front first and then ease on to the back. Maybe 8 ounces is enough. I've got a whiter one too. Let's go with this little whiter one here. So I put it on plexiglass so I'll be able to pop it off. Otherwise it sticks to whatever it's on. Oh, that tamarind is looking nice. Wow, look at that. Should put gloves on. Oh, so nice. Look at that tamarind. Oh my God. Look at that, huh? Wow. Okay, before I go around the back, I'm gonna I'd like to do a little torching. I found this I used to use for something else. What the heck is that? Oh no, I got something on the brush. Is it off? Yeah, I think so. What the hell? All right. Whoa. All right, Tess. Oh, I gotta watch this. Oh, I gotta do something. Okay. Okay, Tess. Going. I love this resin. It just makes everything pop, 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 pop. Let's switch over here. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Got the name thing going there. Got to have your name on it, right? I think. Look at that wood. I used to use that mahogany, and I liked that so much. I never really got into the Wild Tamarind, but man, it looks pretty nice to me. Yeah, I could have got away with 6 ounces. It's all right. I don't want it thick. Thin is better. Thin coats are the best. Thin is in. Thin is good, because that way the next coat will be better. The second coat. Looking good, Tessie. Watch the wire. Oh no. A sponge fell apart. A sponge fell apart. Okay, let's turn this around. Look at the front. Probably needs a little more torching. I'm gonna get stuff all over this, I know it. Okay, can you see? Let me see if the lights still work. So I got, oh cripe, I got almost 3 ounces, mixed 5, so six would have been good. Next pour I'll do 6. Or maybe I could do 4 because, I don't know, we'll see. I'll probably do 6. Every once in a while I'll get a spot on the wood where it won't take, and I don't know why. I don't know what the deal is. Look, there's a spot here. I mean, everything's sanded the exact same. I don't know, something in the wood maybe. Some oils in the wood, I don't know. See something here. See if I can get some of that off. So it's easier to get off tomorrow or whenever. But I don't know. Oh crap. There's so much resin back there. Like way too much. I gotta be able to get this thing off. I mean, I will, but okay. More torching. You probably don't need to see this. More torching tomorrow, sand, and then another coat, and I think it's going to be really nice. I'll be back. All right, so you saw me do the first coat on Tessie. I sanded it down with 220. did the second coat, another 220, and did the third coat. It's finally done, and I will show you in a minute. I told my buddy I was gonna post this video on YouTube, and he said, you need to start a channel. So I'm like, because you need to name it. I'm like, I don't know. How about my name and I make things, so Gill-Thing maker? I don't know. I got tons of ideas. I was thinking, instead of a T-Rex, how about an elephant with blue LEDs coming out of the trunk down into blue waterfall? Maybe. Or since the Everglades is our backyard here, how about getting a piece of wood, maybe 2.5 feet long, about 30 inches. Get some clay and make some green sawgrass, so it's like an Everglades scene. And then out of clay, make a big old python and wrap it around the log, or maybe through the sawgrass. I could have the LEDs coming out of the mouth, or I could wrap it around the body. So I got so many ideas. I could do smaller pieces of wood. I was looking at some flowers, bird of paradise. I can get a small piece of wood, make a bird of paradise coming out, and resin everything, paint it, and you know, maybe you could put some rings and jewelry on there. So I don't know. He said you got to post something every week. I can't make this stuff every week. I got so much going on, but I could post something next week because I got some really good ideas I want to show you guys. Just bought an airbrush, and I've been following these people on YouTube. So between the wood and the airbrush, I got some, and clay, I got some really good things going on. So we'll see. So he said to me, he goes, well, why are you gonna post this video? And I said, well, I don't know. I said, I'd love to get some feedback, any kind, good, bad, ugly, it doesn't matter. It'd be nice to meet other people that do stuff. I can get some tips, or I can give out tips. Maybe I can motivate somebody. I have no special skills, but anybody can start to make something. If you're fortunate like me, you know, if you get to retire, work your whole life, or you want a hobby. So if you start now, just make something, anything small, it doesn't matter. And you'll just grow, and you'll figure it out. So I know this video is horrible. I'm sorry. I apologize. Next time it'll be better. It'll be a lot shorter. I'll show more content, less talking, jabbering, blah, blah, blah. So if you like this, please subscribe, hit the bell. Thanks for watching. Many thanks. I'm going to show you Tessie, and then when it gets darker, I'll show it again, and then we're done. So thanks again, and we will hope to see you soon. Bye. Let's go see Tessie. Here she is. Came out pretty good. I'm giving her 7.5. I'm really digging that red metallic. I don't know if you could see it, but that piece of wood, isn't that nice? I love that tamarind. I don't know, the angle might be too bad here, but in the back I did the little pouch thing, so you can pop them in there. But it kind of looks like a vampire iguana, if you ask me. But I'm thinking between this, the elephant, the python, I could do a giraffe, I could do a whole jungle series for kids' nightlights. All right, once it gets dark, I'll show you her lit up.